Hi there. I was just thinking, nothing has disproven for me that, and I dare say, all forms, if not most things that cause us dysfunction, or that the dysfunction that presents itself in our body is contributed to contractions, inflammation, acidity. And the funny thing is, we're trained to think how to deal with those things. And unfortunately, going back to a clear understanding of breath and hydration really helps us to control this vessel that we're in. Now, breath, we breathe, we live. But when in this function, you have to exaggerate a function to normalize a function. This is just my thought of today in terms of breath, hydration, are the two things that help us to release the tension that we build within ourselves from the way we process, from the stress that we experience, from the importance we put on so many things. And not saying it's not important, but the way we process our experience is the thing that is amazing to me. And I have a few theories as to why, and all of the different contributions to this training of stress, the stress training that we live in. And we have the ability to control not just our stresses, but our physical responses to those stresses when we feel them. By taking a moment and taking charge of that autonomic function of breath, by exaggerating that breath with a releasing sound, breathing in through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth, or breathing in through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth, or breathing in through the nose, exhaling out of the mouth, There are varying stages of how we utilize that releasing sound. There's no one way of how we release. But if we make it a ha sound, I don't care the variance of that ha sound, if we at least do it 3 times, by the 3rd time, we tend to let go and find our place in the universe for a very brief moment and feel us and let go. In the same sense, hydration, because we're so easily dehydrated, which I'm probably dehydrated right now because I left my water bottle upstairs. But anyway, my point is, hydration is really important. And I hear often, man, I drink so much water every day. I drink a lot of water. You can't tell me I am dehydrated. But the reality is, it isn't the amount of water, it's the amount our body is able to absorb. And drowning our body with water It just runs right through. And the purpose of holding that water, and I preferably prefer alkaline water because most of us are very acidic, and it's not good for the body to be in high acidity. Anyway, the holding of that water in your mouth for 10 seconds, let's say 10 to 20 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds, but definitely 10 seconds, 3 times per hour. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at how much better your body is going to feel, how much better your digestive intestinal tract is going to function. You'll be amazed at the fact that you're not running to the bathroom every time you take some water in. It will cut your pee time in half just by paying mindful attention to an autonomic need, i.e. we need to drink water, all right? Or an autonomic function, we breathe, whether we know we're breathing or not, we just do it in a very shallow manner. We breathe enough to live, rather than living in our breath and breathing. Combining these two things help us to relax our body in a way that when we feel dysfunction or pain in a specific area, if we exhale into that pain 3 times. Now the exhale is out of the mouth, a ha releasing sound. The purpose of the ha releasing sound is it releases muscle tension, whether the muscle wants to release or not. Try it. Hold yourself as tight as you can. Breathe in. Exhale. Do it 3 times. You can't help but make yourself relax. You can't help but release some of that tension. Now, I'm not saying it's going to release all your tension, but it puts you in the direction of being aware of where there is dysfunction in your muscles that are compensated, compounded contractions. And we have to release those contractions. Our body only wants to keep us functioning. And us staying in a mode of defense, that fight and flight, constantly walking and living in defense. Our body's reaction is to hold that tension, hold that pain to the point where we don't even know we tight. We don't even know we are feeling that tension. And that's the thing that's so amazing about our bodies. Granted, we're only really going to be feeling maybe 30%, and that's a rough estimate, all right, of the pain that is inflicted on our bodies. We deflect so much, but there's a response. And if we don't control our breath and our hydration, I would be drinking some water right now, but I don't have any until I go back upstairs. So bear with me. If we don't control that at basis, at the basic aspect of that, we are holding on to our stresses, our pains, our tension, carrying that load every second of every day. So you can spare 3 breaths every hour. You can spare 3 sips, big sips of water, and hold them in your mouth for 10 seconds, 3 times per hour. It's very, very, very amazing to me how we are conditioned to abuse our bodies by not taking control of our breath and our hydration in a manner that aids the benefit of whatever we do. When we get therapies and treatments, this only enhances any therapy, any treatment that you do or get. It only is enhanced by your breathing with your therapist as they move, as you feel tension where you would normally tighten up. Exhale 3 times. And you'll find you'll allow your body to relax enough for that therapy to be enhanced in a way that benefits you. Now, note, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there, all right? Because I don't know your challenge, what that challenge may be. However, I do know that by enhancing, or not enhancing, but by taking charge of our breath, all right, and exhaling 3 times per hour, that's like a lung check, all right, and a heart check. It's a muscle check. And hydrating 3 times per hour, that's a circulation check. All right, that's a hydration check. You know, we need fuel for our cars, we need oil for the engines and stuff like that. Our bodies are the same, the foods we eat and all of that. Why do we ignore the thing that sustains us? Just saying. Just saying.